And yep, that's us. Hi, hello, how's it going? So thanks for coming along and being on these sprints with me. Anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Barbara from Barb's Big Land. Obviously, you're on my channel, so you know who I am. But what we'll do first of all is just go round the tables and just if you want to introduce yourself, your channel, and what you're reading tonight, that would be brilliant. Becca, you go first because you're on my left or you're my right.
I'm Becca from the Becca File. I'm reading Covert tonight. It's chunky.
It's a chunker. Wow.
Haven't started it yet, so get the really chunky one out of the way first of the month.
Yeah, good one, good one. And Shell?
I'm Shell from Bookishly Shell, and this month today I'm going to be reading The Stand by Stephen King. I'm about 300 or so pages in, but like Becca, this is
chunker.
I could kill someone with this, and it's a paperback.
What is wrong with you today? Usually at the start of the month, I like to read something really quick, and then you feel like you've accomplished something.
I'm carrying this forward from June.
Absolutely. Brilliant. That's great. You should get a good way through that anyway. Fingers crossed. Yay.
So hi everyone, I'm Cece from Cece's Reading Journey. I have no idea what to read because I'm the type of person who needs a schedule, and I wasn't able to do my schedule yet because I let fate decide my TBR. So well, not my whole TBR. I have the books picked for July. It's 26 books in total, which is a normal amount for me. Not a normal amount that I'm reading, but a normal amount for my TBR. I usually read somewhere between 10 and 20 books, somewhere in that ballpark. Lately, it has been more towards like the 20. I think a couple of times I was at like 21, 22. But I need somebody else to determine my reading order because I get overwhelmed. Even when I've been looking at these 26 books all day today, and I still could not decide which one to pick up because I'm in the mood for all of them. Like literally, I want to read them all right now. So I am physically not capable of picking the next book. So what I usually do is I have a friend who writes down the first sentence out of all of these books, and I predict my rating just based on the first sentence. So if you're interested, check out, I have a video every month on my channel where I do that. And then based on that, that determines my reading order. So everything that I predict is going to be a 5-star, I have to read first, and then it goes down. And obviously that can be like utterly wrong, but mostly I feel like my quota is more on the, I'm right. But I didn't get the first sentences yet, so I couldn't do my reading order. Now I have 26 books and I don't know what to read. I've been trying to figure it out all day and I couldn't. So what I'm proposing to do right now, if each of you three could pick me a number between 1 and 26, I have my list here. And then I'm able to narrow it down to 3 books, and then within the first sprint, I'm going to figure out which of these 3 I'm going to pick up. So can each of you give me a number between 1 and 26, please?
15.
15, okay.
I'll go 2.
Okay.
24.
All right. So that is Interface. It is a sci-fi thriller, which is like a psychological fiction sci-fi thriller, which I'm actually reading for a book tour where we're talking about it with a couple of people in the middle of the month. It's Binti, which is behind me. A lot of people probably heard about Binti, science fiction, Afrotourism. And 24 is 5-Star Billionaire.
Ooh.
I don't know if you've heard about this. That's
I think I've seen that.
It plays in Shanghai, like high stakes money success dynamics with like well, what does it say? a kaleidoscopic portrayal of the dazzling towers and bustling streets of Shanghai and how the new China, where age-old customs conflict with 21st century ambitions, is reshaping the life of millions. It's a powerful story of success, failure, and the blurred line between the two. So, 3 very good picks. Now I know 3.
Yeah, I think the sci-fi
You
thriller
just said
sounds like a
that-
good one to me.
Yeah, did you not mention that the first one is for something that you have to have read by the middle of the month
Yes, I do.
for a book tour? So
Correct.
I would be leaning towards getting that one done because it takes the pressure off.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. And it's something I could actually finish tonight because it's not big. So yeah, but let's see.
That would be good.
Maybe I'll try that and maybe I'll get back to one of these. But yeah, thank you for helping me choose.
No problem. And so I'm going to be reading Pages & Co. because I thought that I would tick one off quickly off my list at the start of the month. And because I'm participating in Summer Ween from tomorrow for a week. So obviously when you have a day before a readathon, you sort of need to read something a bit, that you might get through, that night or in that day. So I just thought this might be a good idea. And it comes highly recommended from Shell. So
I
What is
anybody
love
read
that
it?
series.
No, what is it
Yeah.
about?
It says 11-year-old Tilly Pages has lived above her grandparents' bookshop ever since her mother disappeared. One day, Tilly's favourite book characters appear in the shop and she discovers she can follow them into their worlds through a magic of book wandering. Can her new power solve the mystery of what happened to her mother all those years ago? And I think it's there's 3, isn't there, Shell? I think
Yeah.
there's 3 in it. So it's really nicely illustrated and everything as well. So I think it's going to be just a nice one to start with for the month. So that's what I'm going to be reading. Hello to anyone that's come on. Lovely to see you here. Let us know in the comments what you're reading. We're just all having a quick chat here. So right, 2 chunkers, 1 book tour possible, and 1 middle grade. We're going okay here. That should be good crack, shouldn't it? Let's see how we go. So let's have a look. Oh, there's a comments come in to say that she loves Binti, so that's good. Yep. So we'll wait till more people come on. But do you want to start a sprint now for 45 minutes and see how we get on, or half an hour, or what do you think? How long would you like to go for? 45?
45 is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Okay. Give me a second. Then I'm just going to get the wee timer up for you here. While I'm doing that, let me know what your most exciting read on your TBR for July is. What you're most excited to get to.
I just mentioned
have
all
to
26.
choose. Brilliant. That's a really good answer.
I think
I love
for
that.
me, it's probably The Memory Police by Yoko Ogawa, closely followed by The Maidens by Alex
Michaelitis. I'm really
Michaelides.
excited for that one. Yeah, me too.
I've had The Memory Police on my bookshelf for ages, and I keep saying, I really need to pick that up and read it. And this month it's finally on my TBR.
I think mine is probably between Covert and Dark Stars, because they're both third in a series. And I just read the second book of the Dark Stars trilogy and absolutely loved it. So I'm excited to continue that this month.
Brilliant. And my most anticipated, I think, is going to be, I'm looking forward to The Maidens, because I'm going to read The Silent Patient first because I haven't read it, and a few people have said that there's some sort of crossovers between The Silent Patient and The Maidens, so I'm excited to read The Silent Patient first, and then I'm going to read The Maidens. So yeah.
So yeah, I did just mention that I'm excited for all 26, but I think that for the overall experience, I'm most excited for Das Parfüm, the perfume, because we're reading that with a couple of people. If anybody still wants to join that group read, let me know, because we're going to be a couple of people reading it. Because I think that this is specifically a book that needs to be discussed when you're reading it. Like, you shouldn't be alone with your thoughts when you're entering a psychopathic killer's mind. So it's much better if you have somebody to talk about the stuff that's going on. And I'm just very excited for that experience, because it's a couple of people reading that together. And yeah, that's what I'm excited
so
for.
a couple have come in and said what they're so reading Sight. Oh, what a great book. That is such a good book. Wow.
Do you know something? I've never read it.
It was my
Shell,
favorite
it's
book.
brilliant.
I know. I should really read it.
Yeah.
Becca, have you read the rest of the series? I haven't read the rest of the series.
I haven't yet, but
No.
there is something being planned with me and a couple of other people that might be announced next week. So, if anyone wants to keep an eye out,
yeah, definitely.
I can't really say much more.
Super secret spoiler reveal.
Just keep an eye out. Just go to Becca's channel or Becca's Twitter. Just do it next week. All the details will be linked below for everybody's channels and socials. So when I get sorted, so if you want to go and check everybody out, you can. Book Time with Ryan, Noise by Daniel Kahneman, and Jaws 2. Wow, Jaws 2. I haven't read Jaws 2 before. I've read Jaws. That should be good. And yeah, all ears are open, Becca. There you go. So what have you started?
Leaving you in suspense now.
Oh, definitely. Can't wait until next week. Right, okay. So I'll start this off in 45 and we'll see how we get on, okay? Enjoy.
See you in 45. Happy reading.
You too. All right. Wow. So there we go. That's 45 minutes done and dusted. Becky, your mum said, let me see what she said there. She said she's excited to start book 10 of the, if I can get this on, Morganfell series, is it? I've seen that around loads lately. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, me,
Book
my mum,
10.
and my
How
sister
many
are
books
all
is there?
bloody reading it. There's 15 altogether.
Wow, okay. Are they good?
They're so good. This is a reread for me, but my mum and my sister have never read them before, so it's the first time for them. But
That's
yeah,
amazing.
they're really good.
Ryan says, Barb, what did you think of Chief Brody's wife in Jaws? I was a bit disappointed in her. I did a wrap up. Yeah, she wasn't. I don't know if anyone's seen Jaws. I thought him and his wife and most all of the characters in Jaws were absolutely fantastic, but book wise, yeah, she wasn't great. I do have to agree with you. So how did we all do? I'll just let you know that I went and had some dinner while we were sprinting, and actually changed my choice of book because I have decided to just kick off Summerween early. I sort of was toying with the idea, Shell, wasn't it, for a wee while? I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I've changed my book to Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky, which is a chunker. But I thought I would just take the time to I mean, obviously Gabby and Olivia don't really care when you start Summerween as long as you're taking part. So I decided well, I've only read one chapter because by the time I came back from getting my dinner, I didn't have much time left. So how do you guys get on?
I did 43 pages.
Oh, brilliant. That's great.
Good start.
Good, yeah. How are you feeling about it?
I'm really enjoying it. It's just gone straight back into the story and I'm really excited. So excited.
Oh, that's good. What about you, Shell?
41.
Okay. I think you were interrupted.
Trust me to pick up a book about a pandemic.
In a pandemic, yeah.
A super flu that kills 99.7% of the population.
Oh, no way. Brilliant.
I can't actually imagine anything that would have been more apt or worse.
Yeah.
But it's really good. I mean, it's Stephen King. It's a no-brainer that it was going to be good. And because I foolishly decided to read them all in publication order, it wasn't as if I could just skip over it and come back to it later. Well, I could have done, but then I'd have been breaking my own rules. So.
Yeah, cheating yourself. I know. Your journey to become a constant reader.
If you want to break your rules, you break your rules, or you just change your rules. But I have a feeling you kind of want to read it, so
it is really good. I'm just kind of like, yeah, smart thinking, Shelley. Smart thinking.
What about you, Cece? How'd you go?
I was struggling a little bit. I only read 5%. So, I mean, you're talking about big books and intimidating books. I think that it depends on the writing style, and it depends how accessible it is. A 1,000-page book can be something that I read what it feels like in 1 or 2 sittings, because it's very quick and easy to digest. Now, this book is like a 200-page book, so it should be a quick and easy read, right? But the first pages, so I feel like the whole world building in the first pages is through a professor's lecture. Okay. And the writing style is like the first few things where we follow the professor prepping for the lecture and interacting on like the first 2 pages. It's very short sentences. It's very I felt like, oh, this is going to be hard to read because it doesn't flow. And then he turns on the lecture and it just reads like a lecture in university, like literally. It's direct speech over pages and pages and pages of like a lecture talking about the technology to set to set the stage. And I just marked 2 sentences as an example to kind of give you a feel for the writing style. So the first one that I marked was, it's no exaggeration to say that Western civilization creates its canon towards concentration and brain work, revolving precisely around the consciousness abilities to read synaptically coded content. That is not a quick and easy read.
Yeah.
So it felt like this was going on for what it felt like 30 pages, like a whole lecture. It felt like I was sitting in on a full lecture. And then it said, this is like, what, 5 pages? I'm like, no, that was not 5 pages.
Oh goodness, I know.
So yeah, I don't know how to feel about it yet. So yeah, just like 3 pages later, the sentence was, this is why I strongly emphasize that the age for the first connection should not be considered as a leading factor in the development of the skill. So it's not difficult language in itself, but it's hard to follow still. It just feels like a lecture. And when I have been working all day and I'm sitting down to casually read,
Yeah.
I didn't get ready to read a nonfiction book. So I was prepared for the wrong thing in my mind. It's not something that I can't grasp. I just didn't prepare for this style. I think that's how to put it best. But yeah, it felt tough to get into. But it seems like now the lecture is over and we're getting back to very short sentences and very short writing style. But isn't it weird to have like what it feels like 30 pages in the beginning of just direct speech to set the stage? It felt weird to me.
Yeah, very slow, like a slow burn maybe, just to start with, you know.
I just felt that it's weird to have direct speech, like a several page monologue, like a lecture in the beginning to explain the world and the technology that this is based on.
Try another sprint even and see how you get on maybe. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it should pick up a wee bit for you. Yeah. Okay, so how's everybody been getting on then? 59 pages of Scythe, that's brilliant. Scythe is so easy to read. It's so quick to read, isn't it? It's like you could fly through that in these sprints, I think, that whole book, couldn't you? Makes me want to read it again. Sharon read 25 pages of Witch War, brilliant. Oh, there you go. I got the first one of the Morganville. Brilliant. Yeah. I want to read it now. And then we have Ryan has actually, oh, there you go, Shell. She loves your Sculpey.
Halloween is my aesthetic.
Summer Weedings tomorrow. And then Ryan's just directly come back to me about Jaws 2. The wife cheated on him in what was probably... See, I didn't want to say that when I was answering him, but you can read that all and you'll know what happens anyway. And then... yeah, she's loving Scythe. Yeah, definitely. I don't think I know of anybody who I've ever spoken to has said that they didn't enjoy that book. So definitely, really... I'm one of these people who picks up series and starts them and then doesn't even go back to the second or third book and finish them. So I am that person.
Mood.
Yeah, Halloween all year round. If we could have Halloween every day, I think it would be the best ever. Although I do love Christmas as well. But yeah, Halloween's cool.
So Halloween, January to November. And then Christmas in December. There you go.
100%. I love
Christmas in July. That's like one of the funnest things to have like an extra Christmas in July. Can we have 2 Christmases?
Yeah, just to break up the year. It'd be great, wouldn't it? We'd all be skint though. We'd have no money.
This is true.
Yeah.
It's not like I have money now because I'm spending it on books all year round. I don't think 2 Christmases would change that. Hi.
I'm a
Hi.
visitor. Hi. Hello. Good to see you, chum. How are you? So good to see you.
I'm
Okay.
okay. Running it all over the place as usual. Hi,
Oh,
everyone. Nice to be with you,
hello.
Cece. Nice to see you again.
Yep, nice to see you.
How are you? You doing well?
Yeah, I'm doing.
Good.
I'm doing well. I'm a bit nervous. Still don't have my vaccine, but it seems I'll get it next week.
Okay. Fingers crossed. That'd
So
be unreal. That'd be
yeah,
so good. Yeah. Hopefully, fingers
yeah.
crossed. We're just chatting about what we were reading and stuff there. What are you planning on reading? We're gonna go into another sprint in, well, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. So what are you gonna read?
I'm going to rate this based.
Oh my god, not another chunker.
The Priory.
Such a
Oh
good
my
book.
god. Wow. Have you
So
started
good.
it?
So good.
So good.
It looks
Oh,
thicker
wow.
than it is. It is
Yeah.
800 and something, not much, 804 pages, but it
Yeah.
looks as if it was more than 1,000.
Yeah. Hold like 1,000-page Sanderson next to it. I bet it looks smaller.
Well,
Yeah,
this is 1,300 pages.
Yeah.
Doesn't look it, but it is.
I love the way Shell just speaks like, this is 1,300 pages, you know, as if to say, oh, this is nothing.
No, I mean you are right. It look Priory my copy of Priory is thicker than this as well, and this has got like
I have the stand on my shelves, and the stand
Mm.
looks smaller than these. So,
yeah. I made the mistake of buying the super extended, nothing edited out of it, new scenes added in version of the stand. I think the normal version's only about 800 pages, which I really should have got instead, but I didn't know.
Okay, Rand's asking where everyone's from. I'm from just outside Belfast in Northern Ireland. I'm the top of Ireland here, where it's nice and
I'm
sunny.
up in Scotland, near Aberdeen.
I live currently in Germany, close to the Dutch border.
Brilliant.
I'm in London.
Yay! I love London.
No, I don't, but I envy you, certainly. I lived in London for more than 3 years. I'm from Spain, and I'm half German and Danish, and I live in Colombia at the moment, in South America.
Brilliant. Durham, East England, nice. Hello. And Ryan says BookTube has opened Europe up to me, especially the UK. There's a lot of Canada on BookTube as well. Yeah.
What do you
It's
mean
just-
by it has opened Euro up to you? Like, what exactly do you mean by that? I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
I think he maybe means sort of finding channels with, you know, people that are more in Europe, rather than, there's a lot of UK BookTube and there's a lot of America, Canada BookTube, you know, predominantly. And I think just over maybe the last 15 months, 18 months, I've definitely seen a lot of more European sort of BookTube channels, and, you know, have started following them. So yeah, definitely met more people from all around the world, which is just fab, because everybody loves to read, don't they? So
Yeah, it's
see.
amazing.
My wife's from Uruguay. Wow, okay.
I love
Brilliant.
that country.
Mm,
Uruguay is
very
beautiful,
good.
and people are so kind and nice to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And
to an extent, I feel like I feel like it has shifted a little bit over the past year. Before that, for the years before that, I felt like BookTube was very predominantly US as well. And the voices outside of the US are becoming a little bit stronger now. I feel like it might just be my perception, but for the first 2 years that I was on BookTube, it felt very US centric still. There was always a group of people from the UK, but it felt like there was a very close group. And now it's more, the lines are a little bit more blurred, and it's getting a little bit more diverse from like where people are from. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel that too.
Although the most famous booktubers that have been there the longest, I think, are Lala, and I think she's from the US. Then what's her name? Little Book. Oh, what's her name? That she's been on YouTube like, I don't know, I think 7 or 8 years probably. She's Australian.
And there's Noelle, but I think she's American too.
Yeah, she's American. Yeah.
You've Gabby, you've Gabby, you've Olivia.
Haley and Bookland, Canadian.
Haley, Canadian, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. The algorithm does play into it. But it's also a lot about, so depending on how you set up your YouTube, so because we have countries, like let's say my example, right, or Anna's example, we are not living in an English-speaking country, but our channels are in English, and I'm not sure if my I never mark my videos as in where they were filmed. They're just marked as that they're in English language. So I'm wondering how the algorithm would consider the location of Germany into this. I don't think it does much. I have tagged a few of my vlogs with wherever I was at that point. Either it was like France or the US or whatever, wherever. But I'm not sure if most people like outside of an English-speaking country that have an English-speaking YouTube channel, if they're tagging their videos with the location where they filmed them. I don't know. Anna, do you do that? Do you tag them?
I don't tag it with the location precisely because I want to avoid, like, there are Colombian people who speak English, yes, but my main market, I think, is US. And otherwise the UK. So I have more friends actually in the US and the UK than any other country.
Yeah.
I love Germany too.
I've never been to Germany. Have I been to Germany? Beautiful. No, I don't think I've been to Germany.
It's
Where's
beautiful.
Bruges? Where's Bruges?
Bruges is in Belgium.
Okay, no, I haven't been to Germany then.
But I think
my knowledge on geography is sketchy at best, but Bruges is in Belgium.
Yeah,
I went on a cruise with me and Aaron went on a cruise before lockdown, and we went to all different places. And could I tell you whereabouts in the world they are? No, I just know where I went.
Some of the architecture in Bruges is very similar to some of the north.
Bruges is beautiful.
So a lot of what's beautiful about Germany when you're visiting as a tourist is mostly that there's a lot of areas that feel like they're out of a fairy tale. Well, because most of the fairy tales that we know nowadays have been inspired from stories that were told and originate either in Germany or in some of the Nordic countries. Because like the Grimm brothers collected the stories throughout their trips, mostly in Germany. So it's very interesting. I was just speaking to a friend of mine who is creating some educational videos for kids and said maybe it would be cool, as long as we can't travel as much as we would like to, if you want to focus and do a few things in Germany, just look at where did these stories originate, and maybe just film a little, like, for example, I was talking about Snow White Village, where the story of Snow White originated and the story of the Seven Dwarfs originated, and I think it always has been really cool to visit these places with kids. Kids go crazy about, like, oh, this is where Snow White is really from, and it's really cool.
Mhm. Here's someone agreeing with me about geography.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
I have made some insane bloopers in my time. I mean, I have problems with my left and my right at the best of times, and then you throw geography in the mix and you can forget it. However, put me on a subway system and I know exactly what I'm doing. Because I'm actually an electrician by trade. That was what I studied in college. So to me, subway maps are just like electrical circuit diagrams, and I know how to read them. So as long as I don't have to navigate you via a street and go left and right, if I'm just using a subway, I'm absolutely fine. But no, put me on a street and you can forget it.
Oh, there's Ran, lives near Washington. Brilliant. That's amazing.
So we're closer.
Yeah, we've got quite a few people from different places. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Great. All right, brilliant. Great, Anna. It's great to see you on. Thank you so much again. Do you want to do another 45, guys, or what do you think? You happy enough?
I'm happy
Yeah,
with
crack
that.
on with our books then. Yeah, okay. I'll pop the timer on here. Hold on a wee second. I'll be able to read this time, thankfully. So
But
sorry,
again,
it's not like
guys,
really
what are you
fancy or
reading
anything.
Sorry, aside from The Stand, I don't know what you guys are reading.
Say again. What was it?
What are you reading aside from The Stand that I know?
Oh, yeah. I'm reading Imaginary Friends by Stephen Chbosky.
I'm dying to get to that one.
Covert, which is the third book in the Crave series.
I don't know that series. Discovering new books.
The first book, the cover looks a lot like the Twilight covers. It is a vampire werewolves, but it only come out like last year, and it is so good.
I'll have to look into that. I'm reading Interfaces, which is a small indie book that just came out and that we're preparing a book tour for.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Okay, no.
Nice, diverse. Okay, so I'll see you back in 45 then, okay?
See you back in 45.
Have fun. Okay. Here we go. Hello.
Come back.
Hi. Hello, everyone. That goes so quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hello. Hold on. You see, Ali or Anna's coming back in. There we go. Hello. Sorry, I didn't see you there.
You muted Anna.
Oh, you're muted. Yeah.
No, my internet
Hello.
failed throughout the sprint at the beginning of the sprint, and I got disconnected. And well, I didn't want to interrupt people reading, so I just waited.
Oh, thank you. Helen's here, everyone. Hi, Helen. Helen's here. Hi, Helen.
Good to see you.
Hi. She's reading Never Fall for Your Fiance. It's seeming like a historical romance. Okay.
Interesting title.
Tony is also here. I'm late. I'm here reading Shadow Black.
Another
There we
relation,
go.
Becca?
Yeah, that's my sister.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Hi, Becca's sister. Oh, that's so nice that they support you and come on, isn't it? It's really nice. Let me see. So how did we all do? I got 52 pages into Imaginary Friend and I'm on part 2. So it's really, really creepy. It's like a wee bit unsettling. But yeah, it's good. I'm interested to see where it's gonna go with this size of a book. So I'm sure it's gonna get scarier anyway. How did you get on, Shell?
47 pages, and this book's just getting weirder by the second.
Oh, we all
But
love
I'm
a
here
weird
for
one.
it.
That's Stephen King, though.
I am absolutely here for it. I'm not gonna lie,
Good.
but yeah,
That's
weird.
good. How are you getting on, CC? Any
I got
better?
Yeah, well, yeah, a little. As I mentioned, I got to 10%, so not that many pages in yet either. But I would say like at around 8%, it stopped feeling 100% like a textbook, and started feeling a little bit more like a story that's actually happening. So that was better. But yeah, I got distracted again. Eric from Break Even Books just texted me that he just put up a new video. He did the Spike book tag, that I did the original tag, and he now did the tag. So I was like, oh, I want to watch it, but I also want to read. So I watched like a few minutes of it and was like, okay, I'm going to savor the rest for later. But I'm so excited to see people do the tag. So
Good. What about you, Becca?
I did another 43 pages.
Still good?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
Wow.
I keep wanting to text my friend who is this actually her copy that I borrowed, and I want to like ask her questions because she's read it, but she won't tell me the answer.
Oh, she'll need. I always say I can neither confirm or deny whether that's true or
Yeah.
false. You know, that's
She'll be like, no comment.
and that doesn't help you. Yeah, that doesn't help.
Wow,
So you paste them.
65.
yeah,
You don't
that's a
really
lot.
want spoilers.
That's ridiculous. That's too much. I read 24 pages. This book I'm reading like quite slowly.
Savoring it.
The world building is heavy, so I'm just wait. Who? What? So I'm paying close attention. So I'm reading it slowly.
That makes sense.
Brilliant. That's good. Everybody seems to be getting on all right. 65 pages of size. Whoa, this is awesome. Yep. It keeps on getting awesome. What page are you on at the minute? What page are you actually on at the moment? And then we can tell you whether it gets even better or if you've gone past the really good parts.
It doesn't matter what page you're on, it gets better and better and better.
Definitely. Everyone's saying hello to your sister there, Becca. Everybody's being so nice. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Is everybody up for maybe one last half hour sprint? Are you still happy to read, or what's the general sort of
I'm
consensus?
happy to do a long one too. So whatever you want, whatever you choose.
Yeah.
I know it's
What do
late for
you
you.
think?
Like it's still 3 p.m. for me. 3:10.
Okay.
I might dip out now because I am actually getting tired.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Back to get on. I mean, we can, yeah. I mean, we can certainly call it quits here now because that's a good couple of sprints there, that we've done. So it's up to yourselves. Oh, 2 seconds. He is on page 173, so nearly halfway through. Oh, yes.
It gets better.
Brilliant.
It gets
Keep
better.
reading. Keep reading. Keep
Yeah.
reading. That's all I'm going to say. Just finish it tonight. Finish it tonight. Yeah. What about you guys? What do you think, Shell? Cece, what do you think? Or
I've had a really long day, and having like almost 10% of textbook book did make me quite tired. I am happy to, like, if everybody else wants to do another shorter one, I'm happy to stay, but I don't think I can stay awake after that.
yeah, fair enough. Shell, what about
And
yourself?
I've got a 5:30 start, so
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Okay, I think we've done okay here, and I really appreciate you coming on. I know it was a bit later for you and everything, but definitely we'll maybe try and schedule something for the weekend. You know, a couple of weekends maybe in the month or something, so that we can get on a wee bit longer with you. You know, to get a proper chat. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that's been a really good night. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. Anyway, we'll maybe just go off now then if
Yeah.
you are happy.
It's
Yeah.
good meeting new people too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And I mean, you know, I'm obviously going to try and do as many of these throughout the summer as I possibly can. So any guys that are up for it or are free or anything, just give me a shout, let me know. I think you all have the dates anyway, so just let me know. It's a problem.
Yeah,
And
I think.
if anybody,
Sorry,
go ahead.
go ahead.
You're okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm quite happy because I chatted to Becca the whole month of May, June because Eurovision-a-thon, and we had never seen each other.
Yeah.
So when
That's nice.
she was in the last, oh yay, finally! I can see we seem to have like kind of similar tastes on some stuff. So I was like, yay, I finally see it. So I'm happy to have been here. I had never seen you face to face either, Barb's. So
Oh, yep. I'm here, and Shell's here as well. So
I chatted with you before, but not seen you. I've been on CC Sprints a few times.
yeah. Yeah.
But it's been
That's
like 2 weeks
good.
I'm not. So it was great to see you all. It was good.
Good. It was nice to see you too. Oh, thank you so much for coming on, even though we were a bit later. You know, that was, I really appreciate you taking the time to do that for me.
Oh no, it's my pleasure.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, I'll bow out then, and I'll say bye bye. And yeah, keep in touch with me over the weekend. Let me know how you're getting on with your books because I really want to know. And have a good night. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.